The first thing we're going to cover today is I'm going to go over the ingredients sheet with you guys, the beer that we're going to be making, and kind of the step-by-step directions that comes with it. The cool thing about these kits is they're super easy to follow. It comes with everything you need. As long as you take a glance at the ingredients kit and the instructions, you're going to be just fine through this. But I'm going to break it down for you in simple terms so you guys know what you're looking at. Alright everybody, what you're looking at here is the Blonde Ale Kit that is available on the website, and this just happens to be the kit that comes in the home brewing kit number 3, the one that I recommended in the equipment video. So if you purchase that kit, this is going to be the exact one that you have and you can follow along with me. This is a blonde ale kit, so it's a very simple beer and it's absolutely wonderful for your first brew. Now this kit comes with absolutely everything that you need with the exception of your yeast. So you will need to purchase that separately, but you can get that on the website as well. So what you're looking at is your malt extract, your malted steeping grains. We have our hop addition, our yeast packet, our clarifier, and we also have our 4 ounces of corn sugar for when we're going to bottle this beer later. The 2 sheets that you see are the ingredients sheet I was talking about and the extract brewing instructions. Hey guys, welcome to the brewery. It's time to get started on long anticipated brew day. Where we're going to start is going to be our steeping grains. Now, the recipe calls for 2 to 3 gallons of water to be put into your brew kettle. It doesn't matter if it's 2 or 3, I like to use 2, so I've put 2 gallons of water in the brew kettle. Now what we have to do is put our steeping grains that came in our kit, which is actually the crystal malt here. We're going to put it into our mucilin bag or nylon sack, whichever you have is fine, and we're going to immerse that into the 2 gallons of water. We're going to turn on the heat and we're going to bring that up to 170 degrees. Alright everybody, so we have our kettle with 2 gallons of water. We also have our steeping grains added into our mucilin sack. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to immerse these in here. What I like to do is shake it around, make sure all of the grains get wet, and then your nylon sack or mucilin bag will just kind of go around the outside. Make sure it's not touching the bottom. And what I do is I put the lid on to hold it. Next step is we're going to go ahead and fire up the heat. And we're going to bring this to 170 degrees. Alright guys, so we pulled our steeping grains. Now what we're going to do is continue to heat the liquid up till we get to a boil. Alright everybody, we have reached the boiling point. What we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and kill the heat and we're going to stir in the liquid malt extract. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to fire the heat back up. Once we get back up to a boil here, we're going to start our 60-minute timer and we're going to add the hop additions. So give it a nice quick stir here. Make sure all of that liquid malt extract gets stirred in nice and evenly. And we're going to bring it back up to a boil. Alright guys, we've got a great boil going here. What we're going to do now is we're going to add our hop additions. What we have is Willamette hop pellets of 1 ounce. So we're going to go ahead and open the package here. Dump these in and we're going to start our 60-minute boil timer. Now when you add these, you want to give it a stir. You may have to reduce the heat to avoid a boil over. Like you just saw, when you add the hop pellets, it rises pretty quickly. That's going to be expected. So it's always a good idea to have maybe a squirt bottle with some water around, or just know your system. That way you can avoid a nasty boil over. Just make sure you stir every addition thoroughly until you get back to that boiling point. Alright everybody, this is going to be the easiest addition. We're doing this very last at 5 minutes. This is your Warlock tablet. We're going to drop this in. This is going to help with clarity in the beer. So as it's fermenting and the yeast are doing their thing, it's going to help clear up your beer so you get a nice clean finish. Yeast pitched into our wort, what we want to do is we want to aerate it. So I'm going to rock it back and forth just like you would a cradle, and we're going to do that for 2 to 3 minutes. Alright guys, just to give you a visual of what I'm talking about with the aeration, is you're just going to cover the top and you're going to rock